Wundsor, did you want to speak?
I do, William Russo.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to give you a 5-minute allocation of time, and I'll probably give you another minute.
Oh boy, would have done a double-fisted punch. However, his dog Jewel ate the other glove. So don't take my political commentary and social satire too seriously. We're here to have fun and have a discussion. Okay, stand by.
I have some questions.
Okay, fine. I'd first like to present some of the information that I was able to print it out to the board. One of them is a detailed letter concerning my complaint about reckless operation, which occurred on May 5th, which the complaint is still pending and investigated. Chief, I have to apologize, but you can maybe look here with my.
That's okay.
This is a copy of where our entire police department was seated or situated on the night of May 5th. All the vehicles were in the station. I first observed this erratic operation on Volunteer Drive, followed the erratic operator down Spring Street, up West Street, down North Street, finally to the person's residence on Fern Drive or Fern Ave. It's a distance of over 3 miles. I was talking to the dispatcher. I haven't been able to get the audio, which I requested under FOI. I wanted a copy of the audio dispatch, which has been withheld and not given to me. I was repeating that this driver was either drunk or in serious need of medical assistance. In either case, the operator of this vehicle created a great risk of loss of life to the public. Men, women, children. There should have been lights and siren response on this particular driver. I called in the registration, I believe, top of West Street North. Perhaps maybe they knew who the operator was at that point in time. But anyway, I also have a video of the responding officers as they drove around the corner, probably 10 miles an hour. I was never asked for a statement. The officers, I did see them talking to the gentleman. I happen to know that the person has a drinking problem. I won't identify him. I believe I run across him in my experience as a police officer. And there you have that in that letter there. Number 2, we have a big problem with FOI. Included in your package is a letter from the chief where he wants $72.50, 50 cents a page, to obtain some records. I've also requested a copy of the police blotter, which should be public information given freely via email. And I think last in this is my email requesting no longer be received by the police department. Okay? I want to know when the Board of Police Commissioners voted to block my email address, because I have emailed the chairman of the police commission, and my email is currently blocked. I cannot email records. I cannot do any normal communication that any other person, any citizen in this town, resident of the United States, can do with the Wundsor police officer. My rights are being violated. The chief has been violating my rights for years by blocking my email to him. He is a public servant, resides in a public office, works on public computers, and you know what? I haven't been charged yet. I know that they're going to try to charge me with sending harassing emails, and I know that that's coming, but we're going to do that battle. And I just want to bring your attention to FOI, I believe, 1-210 through 1-212. Now, I have been working through Town Attorney Carl Andolina. I've asked the Chief of Police, or through Carl, if I can come in and scan the records that he has available. for me. I believe it's in 212, it says I can pay $20 to scan those records, rather than $72.50, rather than $250 to allegedly get the 500-page reports that Captain Smith has compiled. You know, we have new members here on this board. All I ask is that you consider what I'm telling you as an average citizen. Would this be fair to you?
It's gone blank.
The answer is no. The answer is absolutely not.
Okay, finish your sentence till your time is up, please.
Okay. All right. Well,
Are you all done?
no, I wasn't, because I want to ask the commission to consider adopting a policy that retired police officers will receive a retired police officer's ID. I believe that's already in vogue. I believe it's already happening. I'm going to ask the commission to adopt a formal policy that states retired police officers will be issued a retired police officer's ID. I have not been issued mine. I don't know why. I retired in good
Okay,
standing.
no, you're going over time. If you want to make a formal request, put it in writing to the commission, and the commission will respond to it along with the chief.
Okay, will do.
My turn. I have a couple of.
Well, wait a minute. Your 5 minutes is up.
I saw it. Yeah, so I'm going to maybe give you a minute or two.
Yeah, no,
So
go ahead.
This is very serious.
Go ahead.
This worried me. You went to the August 13 Planning and Zoning meeting where we had a public hearing scheduled on the sports complex. You were there, you're in the minutes. you made
All
the-
sports, I'm up on video.
Yeah.
I made the videos.
Yeah, and in a record. The public input got open, even though the public hearing wasn't open, which was a faux pas. It shouldn't have happened, but it happened, and we took comments from the public. Approximately 8:25 that evening, the public input was shut off, and people started to leave. So there were two officers present at the time. I think the sergeant might have been in earlier, but I didn't see him. I started to go to the back of the room to thank the officers for being there.
In excess, yeah.
I was 10 feet away from you, zigzagging through the chairs. Could you tell us what you told me when I walked by you?
I don't recall. You want to recap for me?
Walked by you, and you went like this, Jim. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
No.
You
no,
don't
not,
recall that?
Not at all.
Well,
Not at all.
you have a bad memory, or you're a liar.
Well,
Okay.
I suggest that you have the bad memory. I suggest
No, no.
that you're trying to disparage my character.
No, no.
And you know what?
Okay.
I was recording. I had an audio recording going. Would you like me to produce
No.
the audio for you?
And your audio might. I also went on the tape, and I went through that tape twice. Apparently, your distance from the tape it wasn't audible, but that troubled me. So okay.
I would never. And if I were to say, if I may, if I were to say,
I don't want to hear.
I
your
don't
word.
want you on this commission. I don't want you on the Planning and Zoning Committee. I think you're
But-
useless.
But I interpret that as being a physical threat against me with malice. Okay.
If I may, I suggest that we move on to.
Yeah, I'm going to move on, but I needed to bring this up because that was not a thing to say.
You know what? Perhaps you should have approached me personally off the record.
No, we're moving. Hey, your time is up.
Yours is
I'm
up
asking
too.
you to stop talking. Your
Okay.
time is up. You can tend to your machine there, or you can sit down, whatever you like to do. Let's move on to approval of the minutes. The first one is May 9th. All were present. We have 4 here to vote on it. I only have one comment. Under number 5, a letter written by Commissioner Sapansky was forwarded. Probably unbeknownst to our recording secretary, she didn't see the document. That piece of paper was called Talking Points Draft Memo. I just would like that corrected. It was not a letter. You didn't see it. They got passed over. That's the only comment I have. Anybody else have any comments on that?
I will make a motion to accept the minutes for May 9th, 2018.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
4-0 passed. The other two will have to look for approval at our next scheduled meeting. Chief? Guess it's your turn now.
Okay.
Commissioners. First, I just wanted, for your knowledge, you just received a letter about a complaint involving a call. Just for your knowledge, that is currently being investigated as an IA investigation.
May.
And so it's currently being investigated, so it's not going to get out. I'll let you know.
It's two.
Budget update, if you look in the packet, there's some new forms, new looking forms for the budget. The town has recently instituted a new finance program and purchasing order program. And we're in the mix right now of getting trained in this entirely new program. There's been many issues, as you can imagine, with the new program. We're trying to come up with a more user-friendly report, similar to what we used to have. We can't do that. That was very simple. I don't even want to go through this. Luckily, it's early on in the year, so all our accounts are obviously looking good. But I'm hoping with finance we can come up with something that's a little bit more reader-friendly. And just as a side note, we still have not. Finance is still not closed out last year's budget from June 30th, July 1st. So we have a preliminary that we were within budget. The entire budget was within. But we have not had to transfer any funds yet because we don't know the exact accounts yet. So I'm expecting hopefully within the next 30 days that's done. But just to let you know, we didn't go over our entire police budget. Looking at some of the issues in the report we started 2 new officers that we interviewed, Officers Bontempo and Kozera. Bontempo has finished his FTO training and ready in full-time patrol. And Officer Kozera is currently in FTO and will be going in approximately 2 weeks. And everything's going very well with that. Building committee, I included in your packet a draft copy of the initial draft of the needs assessment study for the town for public safety. That's going into effect with the firm Jakumski Ewings. So hopefully that's going to start within the next 30 days. We're looking 3 to 4 months, with the longest being 6 months to complete that. And again, that'll encompass police, fire, and EMS. We have a big event coming up the end of the month, the John Chapman Medal of Honor ceremony on the 30th. I also included in the packet for you a tentative outline of events right now. That's growing. We have a meeting every week approximately on that. We're going to have a large presence there, expecting a lot of dignitaries, a lot of VFW, American Legions throughout the state. Some Air Force brass is going to be there, and it'll be quite an event. So that's Sunday the 30th, and we'll keep you posted on that. The last thing is what we already talked about, the new purchase order finance system, and we're working on a more user-friendly system on that. I included in the packet year-to-date stats on calls and the same year-to-date from last year, just to give you an avenue to kind of compare. There are some new headings each year. We kind of add and delete codes, as we call it, so you'll see some differences in that. And again, things vary from year to year. So burglaries, assaults, and that aren't steady from year to year, and this gives you a kind of snapshot of what's been going on. Any questions on those? Or you have to?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just question, you said that you did not go over the budget at all.
Correct.
And the only reason I'm questioning, I was asked by the person from finance, saying that did you guys vote on the overdraft on the budget? I said, we didn't vote on anything. I don't believe we went over the budget. He said, oh yeah, they went over their line limit. I'm not sure what he was talking about.
There's certain lines that were over, but I'm talking about the overall budget.
Okay, so we don't really have to,
We don't have, well, what we do is, we have the chairman signs off on the transfer, so we inter-budget transfers at the end of the year. That hasn't been done yet.
So if you have,
So,
if
that would come to the commission and.
it would come to the
Yes.
commissioner, okay.
if you have extra money for tires or something and you need it in overtime, it can be switched over to.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
And some things like, we had a officer retire last year, and his buyout, vacation, unused vacation, sick time, things of that nature, which came to, I think, approximately $30,000, was taken by finance out of one of our lines. That's something we don't budget for, so that's above and beyond, and we were able to absorb that in the budget, so we did very well. But, so to
Okay.
answer your question, at some point, we will have that,
Okay,
when we have those figures.
I just had a quick question. In looking at the incident analysis, 17 versus 18, I did go through it in detail,
Mhm.
but does anything jump out to you as being a concern, that something you would need to address differently, or is it just whatever happens, medical calls, they're medical calls, but
Right.
are there any other areas that you think you need to beef something up on, take a
No.
look at, or?
I mean, every year is
I
different,
understand
but
that.
we have, recently there's been a lot of rash, car break-ins and things of that nature, burglaries. So we try to alter what we're doing, whether it's patrols at certain times, nights,
Yep.
additional detectives maybe on a weekend night when we think that, when there's, we're having some nighttime burglaries, obviously, everybody knows that. So we just kind of watch those trends.
So those are
and
things you look at
Yeah.
and make a little fine
make
adjustments here and
adjustments.
there?
Right.
Okay. Are you all done with your report, Chief?
I am.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions for the chief? Relative to what he presented?
I have one more thing I just wanted to add that was brought up a little bit, but, any FOI concerns? We have an FOI hearing on Monday the 17th. I am in constant contact with FOI, the town attorney. So everything we're doing is within the law of FOI. And like I said, we're having a hearing Monday where the town attorney and myself will be at, and I'll let you know the outcome of that.
Okay. I guess we could move on to old business. Anybody have anything in that category they want to discuss?
I don't know if it's gonna be new business, but it has to do with old business.
Okay.
The, Dave Ames from, Wingate Muse was down here at one time asking for signs for the circle, at Wingate Muse. And now he's asked me to bring, I told him I want something in writing, but I wouldn't
Okay.
mention it. He really wants them signs down, he just wants the small signs on the circle itself. He said there's some, I haven't got down to see him, there's some down in Wundsor by an old church, if you go down 159 to the old
Okay.
church. So I'm just bringing it up, I told him, give me something writing so I can
Okay.
bring it to you.
I'll have to take a look, because I think they marked the road and put signs up, and I'm not sure what Public Works put the signs up, but,
Yeah, the signs are up, but they're
Yeah.
big signs, and he thinks, well, I guess if the president's with the Gawky,
okay.
I have no problem with them, but, he wanted the smaller signs if he can get them around the circle. So I told him I'll bring it up, I'll mention it and see what, but I do want something written from him
Yeah,
before we go into it.
I'll take a look at it. And
Okay.
obviously, there's a cost for,
Right.
that goes through Public Works, budget for signs, so they may have an issue with that versus,
Oh, yeah.
so.
Okay.
We can definitely look at it.
Thank you.
Maybe obstructing view or something, I don't know if it's something like that.
Anything else under old business? Guess we can move to new business. Did you have something you wanted to add,
I
Chief?
did. We have a resident on Suffield Street who's legally blind and has requested signs. You see some of those signs slow, blind, head area. I advised him, he sent me a letter, he called me up, I said, you don't have to come tonight, I didn't want to bother him to come in, I said, it's a simple process, so. Just looking for an approval by the commission to have Public Works put up those signs,
I'll make
before
that
and
motion.
after.
I'll make that
residents.
motion.
Okay.
Second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Thank you. Move on to commissioner comments. Any?
I have just one. Last month's meeting, I guess was canceled, but I never received an email on it. I found out I was in the supermarket and someone mentioned to me the night of the meeting.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was an oversight, or if everybody else got an email on it or what, but, just so like to, I know my number's down with the email address on it. I wouldn't go waiting outside. the
Usually
door.
it comes through the chairman and he does
Yeah.
the notifications,
Okay,
but
Andy's been doing a
but
good
if he,
job.
if he
but-
asks me, we do it, we can do it also.
Yeah,
and-
but for some reason he missed it.
Okay.
It's very unusual. He was usually on top
Yeah,
of things.
okay.
Maybe he thought he did. And I was the guy that ran into Mike and
Okay.
says, hey, you can have the night up.
All right.
So, I don't think it's an issue. Andy's been doing a good job.
I guess we could put out a secondary from our office if it is
Yeah,
canceled,
well,
too, just in case.
We don't wanna duplicate things and make life miserable. Anything else?
Yeah, I suppose I should have mentioned it in new business, but the issue with traffic on Suffolk Street.
Yes.
Have you done any directed?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have the stats, I can get you this. We
Yep,
did have
for
a
next
small
meeting,
directive,
yeah,
yep.
or.
We've been putting up
back to
the
selectmen.
speed sign
Yep.
and things of that nature.
Okay.
Anything else? We have a motion for adjournment at 6:30.
Actually,
Nope.
Mr. Chairman, I just have a question about the burglaries, if I can ask a question to the chief?
No, we're all set on, we're in motion to adjourn.
Very responsive police commission, Michael.
That's all.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?